Hello and good morning, doctor. How are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. Thanks for having me on.
Dude, that is my favorite word. People who use that word fantastic actually are living a fantastic life because they understand it.
That's right. I am excited to hopefully help inspire some of your listeners to live longer, better lives.
Well, and boy, what a great time for this to be released, because as we have our New Year's resolutions and things like that, how not to age is always on our minds this time of year.
Yeah. Certainly, yeah. Catch the kind of new year crowd as well as stocking stuffers, yeah.
So what is our worst mistake when it comes to aging? Because I'm 61, but I look 40.
That's fantastic.
My wife just laughed. Do you not think I look 40? She just laughed at me. Okay, I'm 61, and I look, how about 59?
There we go.
But what are we doing wrong?
Yeah, well, the biggest thing, according to the Global Burden of Disease Study, which is the largest systemic analysis of risk factors in history, the number one cause of death in the United States is the American diet, bumping tobacco to number 2, cigarettes. Now, kill about 500,000 Americans every year, whereas our diet kills many more. And in terms of the 5 worst things about our diet, in fact, if there were 5 things we could do in terms of diminished life expectancy, number 1, not eating enough legumes like beans, split peas, chickpeas, lentils. Number 2, not eating enough whole grains. Number 3, not eating enough nuts. So 3 out of the top 5 are things we're not getting enough of. And then number 4, we're eating too much meat. Number 5, drinking too much soda. Though it doesn't matter what you eat on your birthday, holiday, special occasions. But on a day-to-day basis, we really should try to kind of center our diets around natural foods from fields, not factories. These unprocessed plant foods.
Oh my God! I mean, you described my life there with the beans and with the nuts and we drink tons of water, and it's wow. I mean, it's just
love it.
I'm so no wonder I'm in tune with this book, because you're speaking what I live.
There you go. Based on studies of identical twins, only about 25% of the difference in lifespan between people is determined by genetics. So, what to do over the majority of which we have some control, we can look to these blue zones, these areas of exceptional longevity around the world where, in addition to other lifestyle factors like movement, stress reduction, social connection, they center their diets around these whole plant foods. So they're minimizing the processed foods, meat, dairy, sugar, eggs, salt, while maximizing fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, and nuts and seeds, mushrooms, herbs and spices, basically real food that grows out of the ground. These are our healthiest choices.
The biggest complaint I hear from the everyday average person is, oh, my inflammation. How do we get this thing under control?
Yeah, a single blood test for inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein can indeed predict physical, cognitive performance as well as remaining lifespan in older individuals. But thankfully, excess inflammation can be extinguished through changes in diet. By decreasing our intake of pro-inflammatory food and components like saturated fat and sodium, and eating foods, going out of our way to eat foods shown to be anti-inflammatory, such as beans, berries, greens, tomato paste, oats and flax seeds, turmeric, ginger, garlic, cinnamon, as well as green tea and chamomile tea as the most anti-inflammatory beverages.
I'm that freak that eats sauerkraut every day, and the reason why is because I read that it's the greatest probiotic.
Well, certainly we like the cruciferous vegetables. We like that cabbage.
I do.
We like the probiotics. The problem is the salt. You have to add salt to sauerkraut to keep the bad bugs from growing. And so better than to use prebiotics. The resistant starch and fiber found concentrated in the whole grains and beans that feed our good gut flora, the so-called probiotics. So we use prebiotics to feed the probiotics who produce these compounds like butyrate that are then absorbed through our colon wall into our bloodstream, circulate throughout our bodies, even cross the blood-brain barrier, improve our mental health, suppress our appetite, improve our immune system, decrease inflammation. So we feed the good bugs we have. We foster the growth of our own good bugs rather than just trying to take good bugs every day.
Doctor, when you said prebiotics, I work at a grocery store, and prebiotics have been the big thing that everybody's been buying this year. And they're drinking the Olipop, they're doing all these different things. I always thought that prebiotics was, well, for those that don't want to do probiotics, just go get a prebiotic instead. But you just straightened you straightened me out.
Yeah, I mean that's really how we evolved is fostering the growth of good bugs we already have, which are fiber feeders predominantly, and so we got to feed them. That's why high fiber diets are associated with not just kind of regularity, intestinal health, but have all these benefits. So eating high fiber food, a single high fiber meal actually decreases inflammation in asthmatics. Wow. Why does it do that? Because we're feeding our good gut bugs, which can then produce these compounds that decrease inflammation throughout our bodies. Now, there may be certain circumstances in terms of, if you have antibiotics, wiping out your gut flora, when you can consider some of these other options. But, on a day-to-day basis, it's really just fostering the growth of those good bugs in the first place.
See, I always thought that aging was just attitude, but this book really proves that, no, it's not attitude. It's basically being body aware.
Well, I mean, that's the attitude, right? I mean, it is all about your attitude. I mean, that's the way that something like stress or bereavement, social disconnection actually impairs our life expectancy. It's the stress itself. It's mediated through the lifestyle, through drops in our lifestyle. So, when we're stressed, we not only eat more, we tend to eat foods higher in sugar, fat, calories. Stress also increases, like substance use, alcohol, tobacco, illicit drugs. And so that is really these aren't independent risk factors. It's that we need to refrain from this downward slide in our lifestyle when we're stressed or when we're lonely. And if we do that, we control for that, then we don't see the decrement in lifestyle with some of these other lifestyle factors.
You also put focus on eyesight. That's new to me.
Oh, I mean that's the three leading causes of blindness in the United States. All have things we can do about it in terms of lifestyle. There's macular degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, also cataracts, foremost common cause, reduced with dietary changes. The one thing that hits them all, dark green leafy vegetables. Yeah. Best sources of these two pigments, lutein, zeaxanthin, protect the retina from light damage, reduce the risk of macular degeneration. You can also find it yellow corn, goji berries, avocados.
Oh, that's awesome.
So actually used to actually treat early-stage macular degeneration, but we can use it to prevent it. The recommendation is actually 2 servings of the dark green leafy vegetables every day.
Where can people go to find out more about you? Because I want people to learn from your lessons.
Well, all my work is available free at nutritionfacts.org. They also go to the local public library to pick up my new book, How Not to Age, and I don't receive a penny from my books. All proceeds I get from all my books are donated directly to charity. Wow. I just want everyone to enjoy the longest, healthiest life.
Well, you got to come back to this show anytime, because I'm not going to charge you a cent to come on this show either.
There you go. We got a deal.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay, Doctor?
Thank you so much. Keep up the great work.